And we're back again. It's the Wednesday?
Yes, it is Wednesday, the 28th of January,
Yeah,
the year of our Lord 2026.
2026. I was going to ask that next. Um, so I wanted to talk about a few things today. I know you did too. First, though, let me introduce us. I'm Don Kinman. That's my wife over there, Mary Kay Kinman. And we're in C, Texas. A couple things going on, like bad weather. Storms, snowstorms, sleet, ice, several states affecting a lot of people, a lot of power outages, things like that. It's getting better now. It's above freezing here. It was not yesterday, but we got cabin fever so bad. We decided to go get lunch. We're going to go to the grocery store, but driving on ice or riding while I'm driving on ice bothers some people. One in particular.
Yep, I do not like it. Nope, not at all. Not at all. We went and got a cheeseburger, and I said, okay, let's go back home.
Yeah,
So-
we went to Portillo's, which I understand is a Chicago-based restaurant, just opened probably about a week ago. Bad timing because there wasn't anybody there. But it's thawing out now. We have a big thaw. I can hear the water dripping off the roof as the snow melts, but it was slick.
Yeah, very slick. My dog slipped on it.
Let's not talk about slipping or falling on the ice, okay?
No.
My butt's still sore. So driving on ice doesn't bother me. I've done it off and on my whole life. I sound like I'm from Minnesota or something. Minnesota? Is there anything going on in Minnesota?
Yep, there's quite a bit going on there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you had something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about, let me look here at that man that was shot, Alex Pretti. Was that his name? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Pretti.
I don't know, but you've got people on both sides that are mad, blaming the ICE agents, and other people going, well, he deserved it. And I'm not saying that he deserved it, but he shouldn't have been there. And the border agent did get put on leave.
I think there was a couple of them.
Oh, really?
I think so.
But you can't do that. You can't carry a gun, first of all, to a protest. I don't believe you should. Loaded with an extra magazine. In essence, he had 41 live rounds on his body, on his
Yeah, 'cause they
person.
were extended magazine, the way I understand it.
And what are you there with all that for, unless you're intending to use it?
I've got mixed feelings about this. I hated seeing that. I mean, now we've got 2 dead, 3 shot, but the other one, there's like 3 guys attacking an ICE agent with shovels or something, and
Yeah.
he shot one of them in the leg and promptly put him in jail.
I don't know. And then Cam Higbee, you remember him, the independent journalist? He yesterday put on his channel a recording of their dispatch system. When they're riding around, they can talk to each other, and they'll say, "This is Maria R. I am over on this street. We just saw a white van over here. Here's his
Well,
license plate number."
They're trying to act like police or something because
Yeah.
they're stopping people and asking them for ID and all this. And
No, you
it's
don't. They're not
ridiculous.
authorized to do that. But they didn't necessarily intimidate Cam Higbee, but kind of made him aware that, hey, these people are,
He got out of there.
some of them are evil. I'm sorry.
They're organized.
You're walking around making all this noise, and the border agents can't even hear what's going on themselves.
So I wanted to bring up about this guy, Alex Pretti. You know, he about a week before he was shot, he was trying to obstruct ICE, and they were arresting somebody, and he got into a struggle fighting with some of them. Why he wanted to fight these people, but he did, and I think he got a rib broke.
Yeah, he
So this
did.
is nothing new to him. He didn't just show up, stop by on the way home from the grocery store or something.
Right.
But I really wish, him and what was her name, Renee Wood. I wish
Good.
could, yeah, good. Um, I wish neither one of those had happened. It's not a good thing. I mean, you can say they put themselves in that situation, and they did.
And they
But I just
did.
wish there was a way to keep from shooting them.
Well, if they would just behave properly and not act like animals. And then they were following Cam Higby all over. Like they would just, kind of get onto him, get in. And then some cases they would be like, the protester would get close to somebody and they'd like put their hand right by their face, right in their personal space. And they would say, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Like children.
Yep, children.
Well, we got there's a new boss in town. Tom Homan is there now, so we'll see what happens. But it's just not a good situation.
Oh, and did you see where Elon Omar may have staged her attack?
Yeah, they arrested that guy though. So
Yeah, they did.
and his brother or something said that he hated Somalis.
Oh, really?
So I was reading.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but she didn't do anything about it after he put that on her, squirted that on her. She just went.
Wouldn't you?
I would.
Get it checked out. You don't know what it is. Could be acid or anything.
Yeah, I'd immediately want to go get that checked out.
Yeah.
So I would leave, and then I'd have to finish my my town hall meeting another day.
Yeah. Maybe could it be a distraction? Distract us from looking over here. Yeah, Bobino is out. Homan is in. So I'm looking at Real Clear Politics, some of these headlines. Let me see if I can find one. Okay. This is totally off any subject we've talked about up till now, but this student loan debt, when you guarantee money to these universities, they can charge whatever they want. They're going to get it. I mean, you can't, if you run up a $100,000 college loan bill, you can't file bankruptcy and get it wiped out or anything.
No.
You just pay it. That's it.
Yeah.
So, would it be better to, and I've said this my whole life, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, something like that, okay, yeah, you're going to have to go to a four-year university or longer. But if you're going to be a liberal arts major or something, you're not going to make any money with that. You're going to end up doing something totally different.
Right.
Why not go to a trade school?
Right, exactly. And you're more guaranteed to have a job than you are with your liberal arts degree.
So, I was an electrician for about 20 years and had my own, I was a master electrician, had my own company, you know that, you were with me. But now, by the way, even back then, I couldn't keep employees. That'd be late. I couldn't fire them because I couldn't replace them. Nobody wanted to do it. They make over $100,000 a year now in Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. See, there's some trades out there, guys, to
Plumbers,
look into.
HVAC engineers,
Honest living.
And you don't have this ridiculous debt. As far as electrician, you can go to electrical school and pay it as you go, and a lot of times your employer will pay for it. So you don't have to pay for it at all.
That's
Or pay
awesome.
half.
I totally advise people to check that out all over the nation.
All right, so let's see. There was something else I noticed earlier. Okay. How many? Hold on, let me look up this number. All right. How many people know that you somehow or another we're supposed to have some killer tax returns this year? I don't know what they're doing, but it's been mentioned several times. I'm ready to file taxes.
Yeah. Don't have all of my W-2s yet.
No, some people drag their feet. They have to the end of January, and a lot of them drag it out.
Oh, that's like in 3 days, 4 days.
That's true. I'll get it pretty quick.
Yep.
So, all right, this may sound weird, but if you look, I'm going to go back to the protesters because I thought this was funny. I saw this guy on TV, YouTube channel, he's black, and he was talking about it. He goes, what is going on here? There's no brothers. And I thought, So I started paying attention, and there's not. It's a bunch of white women.
Oh.
But anyway, I just kind of thought that was funny. Oh, one thing me and you were talking about is Alberta wants to be part of the United States.
Right.
Okay, so the rest of Canada doesn't want that to happen, but Alberta contributes so much to the rest of the country that it would be devastating. But I've got an idea.
Okay.
Let's work a trade. We'll trade Minnesota for Alberta.
There you go. We can just switch them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get some really good people and they can go to Canada.
They can have Tampon Timmy. What else you got?
Let me take a look at the headlines.
Yeah, it's not a lot going on. I mean, there is, but as far as real clear politics, they're talking about what would really happen if you abolished ICE. Because some people are talking about that.
Yeah.
We may have another Democratic government shut down.
Possibly going to happen because of the Democrats. Sorry, it is the Democrats this time.
So today, by the way, the Fed got together and people were wondering if they were going to lower the Fed rate. Nope, they didn't raise it, but they didn't lower it either. They just left it as is. What do you think? You think it would cause a lot of inflation if they lowered it by a quarter or something?
Lowering the interest rate would cause inflation? No, I don't believe it would. I think it would help the economy.
Yeah. Well, they did. That's why they raised it in the first place. Generally, what is it? The inflation rate. Let's say if the inflation rate is at 4, you set the interest rate at 8. It's usually double. I think the inflation rate right now is less than 3, 2.5. And it's right at 4, and it's in the upper 4s, I believe. I haven't looked today. I haven't looked in a while. But I think it'd be good for the economy. I think it'd be good for home ownership.
Yeah.
Credit card debt. We have more credit card debt in this country than ever in history. It would help that.
I think that's where a lot of help needs to come from. And the housing market, the housing prices are just astronomical. Yeah. There's even an article there where young people can't afford a home. They just can't afford it. It's too expensive.
Living with their parents.
Yeah. Well, just the cost of that, and I don't know how to get that down where making home affordable again is not a loss mitigation program.
Well, if you, I'm sure you want to mess with the value, but what is happening is those prices are going up, but the income level is not going up.
And it's not.
People are not making more money.
No.
So it costs more.
Now, President Trump did float the idea of a 50-year mortgage. When I first heard of that, I thought that's crazy. But then I realized we're in the mortgage business. So I know that most people don't stay in their homes the full 30-year mortgage. So
isn't that? I think the average is between 5 and 7 years.
Yeah.
And that's gone up because it used to be 3 to 5 years.
Right.
People were moving a lot.
We're the exception to the rule because we've been in our house for over 20. But we have And a lot of people are like us. We've got an excellent interest rate, and I don't want to leave it.
Well, see, that's another thing. Our house is worth almost 3 times what we paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So on one hand, you're like, man, we've got all this equity. Let's sell it and maybe downsize, move somewhere else.
But that's expensive too.
That's the catch-22.
Right. Right. I think the answer to making houses affordable again is they used to write 40-year mortgages.
That's true.
They did. I mean, they could change it to 50, and they're still insurable loans. So if you go FHA basically is an insurance company. They can still back the mortgage in case the customer defaults on the loan, but with a longer term, you're really giving that customer a lower payment.
Yeah, and
lower principal and interest.
They do have an option to pay it off early. You can apply it towards principal. Anytime you want.
Do that.
It's easier said than done.
Now, another thing we could take a look at is let's take a look at school taxes. Okay, school taxes. If you have a mortgage, that's most likely going to be escrowed into your payment. Okay. Why are school taxes so astronomical when they tell us, our teachers aren't paid enough? Mm-hmm. Look, being in the mortgage industry, I've done a lot of loans for teachers, and some of them make some pretty good darn money. They really do. Now, maybe you won't get your average kindergarten teacher making 60, 70 a year, but a lot of teachers are making that. So I want to know. It
depends on where you live, too. That may not be much money,
Well, if you're in California, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to, see where all these property taxes going to. If we can get those property taxes lowered a little bit, that's going to help people be able to have affordable housing.
Taxes are an issue. Trump is talking about putting a limit on how much each state can charge in gas tax.
Okay.
Putting a limit to it, which is going to freak Newsom out.
Yeah, it is.
Gas taxes in California. Crazy. Well, all right. Want to get back together in a day or so and do this again?
Yes, but I did want to close this, if y'all don't mind.
Don't mind. She's typing. See, my eyes keep going over here because she's on that monitor.
Okay, just wanted to go over this real quick. With all the crazy stuff we've got going on in the world today, it seems like things are up in the air. But here is Ephesians 6. Just kind of wanted to go over this with you. And it says, putting on the whole armor of God. So finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole power of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. So therefore, take up the whole armor of God, so that you may be able to withstand the evil of this day.
Yeah, we are living in some weird times. Maybe next time we'll talk about UFOs.
Yeah.
Anyway, please like, subscribe, comment, tell me your opinion about some of the subjects we discussed, and come back and see us.
All right, we'll talk again.
Yes, we will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.